We return to Will's story. Will works with his counselor to begin using the individual service strategy template to first outline the process of obtaining childcare for his son, independent housing, and connecting to a partner for mental health and elder care. Second, to plan times and dates to complete the CASAs. Last, they use the ISS to outline the next steps in achieving a high school equivalence, CNA credential, and work experience in a medical setting. As a result of the ISS, Will was referred and connected to a local caregiving network that could help him with evaluating options for obtaining care for his grandmother and a local mental health clinic that is a one-stop partner to care for his general anxiety. He developed a budget to support planning for childcare and housing moving forward in a sustainable way. Also, he was provided a one-time cash payment of $500 to help deposit for a new two-bedroom apartment. For work experience, Will was placed in Mercer Hospital that includes rotations with nursing staff in 4 different departments. This is a paid work experience at $15 an hour for 15 hours per week for 12 weeks, while simultaneously enroll in a CNA credential. Throughout employment and education training, Will checks in with his counselor via phone bi-weekly. During these calls, he shares the highs and lows of his week, and his counselor provides support when needed. To ensure a smooth transition after training, Will meets with an employment services representative for job assistance. Together, they identified potential employers and drafted emails to schedule informational interviews. Additionally, they worked on his resume, cover letters, and obtained professional attire in preparation of these interviews. Now, how do we capture information about Will's ISS and his engagement in services in AOSOS? The AOSOS Technical Guide for Title I Service Delivery provides specific information and details about how to record information captured in individual employment plans and individual service strategies, and specifically the engagement with participants in the development of these service plans. Assessment results, which we went through in our first video, are a key element of IEP and ISS documents that we have already discussed documenting in AOSOS. Additionally, information about goals and planned actions and services developed as part of service plans also have a place in AOSOS. Furthermore, the guide goes into detail about how planned services connect to actual services provided. It is this recording of planned services and the connection to actual services that offers the most divergence from prior guidance on AOSOS data entry. In particular, we are requiring much more intentional use of the Achievement Objectives tab in the Services module. Full details about this can be found in the guide, as well as a common list of specific activities and services that we are asking local areas to use as much as possible. Information about planned services that are a part of an IEP or ISS must be entered in the Achievement Objectives tab. For Will, he has a range of planned services that should be captured as individual achievement objectives, including connecting to mental health services and new housing and obtaining child care and elder care for his grandmother. In addition, Will has objectives around attaining his HSC and a CNA certificate, as well as gaining work experience that are all captured here as individual achievement objectives. When an actual funded service is entered later, these achievement objectives can be connected to those funded services. It is important to note that the employment objective in this tab carries over from what was entered in the objective tab in customer detail. Any changes to this must be made there. The first step in adding the funded services that Will actually engages in is to make sure that the provider providing the service is entered in the provider module and that the right services and service codes or the seeker service types connected to that provider are also entered here. Multiple services and service IDs must be created for each individual service that will be funded for Will. When WIL connects to specific services, in this case youth program elements, these are entered as funded services in the Services tab in the Services module. Provider data and service data is pulled over from the information entered in the Provider module. In addition, when entering a funded service, this is also where planned services are connected to the actual funded service by connecting the funded service to the appropriate achievement objective. This offers an opportunity for monitoring the extent to which the services that were outlined in the IEP or ISS are followed up with actual engagement. It is important to note that comments offering details specific to a service can be captured back in the Achievement Objectives tab in the Outcomes/Status field. In particular, the guide highlights the importance of capturing details about work experiences, supportive services, and follow-up services in this field. Moreover, there are a number of supports provided by the one-stop partners that might be documented as activities, in particular, job preparation, search, and placement activities. These supports often occur within a single day rather than representing ongoing engagement. In Will's case, after he finishes his CNA credential, he receives additional support, including identifying potential employers, drafting emails to schedule informational interviews, working on his resume, and obtaining professional attire that is captured through specific activities like counseling, individual and career planning, workforce information services staff assisted, and job development contact. Finally, the Comments tab in the Customer Detail and Services modules offer opportunities for capturing additional details related to service engagement, particularly when support is captured as activities rather than funded services. Comments entered in either tab shows up in one stream of comments. This includes information related to assessment activities, IEP, ISS development, job support, and placement activities. In addition to this information about adding and detailing services and connecting them to achievement objectives, the guide includes information about when Will's engagement should be entered as an activity, a same-day service, or as a multi-day service. Particularly in the case of the 14 youth program elements, the guide highlights the importance of capturing these elements as individual services rather than as a program that includes multiple different types of services. Please refer to the AOSOS technical guide on pages 11 through 18 for more information.